This episode of Unboxed was brought to you by Ava Media.
This is the story of a guy named Enigma. Enigma spent every day in the back room of his parents' house working on his video game show, Unboxed. A show that was his vain attempt at making something of himself. Every day, he would sit on his fat, chip-eating, virgin ass and edit videos which in the long run would amount to nothing. In fact, Enigma was so unaware about the outside world, not to mention incredibly ugly. He was unaware that the Stanley Parable, one of his favorite Half-Life 2 mods, had just had its HD version released on Steam.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
I've said before how much I like Half-Life 2 mods. Games like Nightmare House 2, Minerva, Dear Esther, and of course Black Mesa. But 2 years ago saw the release of probably one of the most unique mods out there, the Stanley Parable. And seeing as how my copy of Wind Waker HD still hasn't arrived, let's take a look. The Stanley Parable tells the story of Stanley, employee number 427. Stanley spent every day pushing buttons as he was told on a giant screen, until one day, everyone disappeared. With this mod there are no weapons, or enemies, or even jumping, just a voice accompanying you.
Functioned well by himself, and constantly needed support and guidance.
But unlike Dear Esther, the narrator plays a much more stark role.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to
The Stanley Parable is all about freedom, or the illusion of it. The narrator tells the story in advance, and you can follow his narration or defy it, and end up in a room full of nothing but skyboxes, or even City 17.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? I don't know why it would be. This map wasn't even made for you.
The design of the Stanley Parable is very basic. At first glance, someone just used the Half-Life 2 assets and made a bunch of corridors. But the second glance is where it all matters. There are 6 endings in total, and the narration by Kevin Bryden is really funny to listen to. Then last year it was announced that the Stanley Parable would be getting an HD re-release, and would be available on Steam, thanks to its Greenlight initiative. And just last week, out of nowhere, a demo for it was released. While other companies, including Valve, would just give a snippet of their game as a demo, the Stanley Parable demo feels like its own 20-minute game, complete with demonstration rooms and the 8 button. 8. I can do this all day. 8. Alright. Anyway, a week later, the Stanley Parable HD was released on Steam. Firstly, this isn't just an HD remake. Sure, the original endings are still here, alongside a few more, but the entire journey feels completely different, with all new paths to take and things to find, and the narrator himself having a lot more emotions.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have 0 consideration for others? Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Using the latest version of the Source engine, I'm guessing the Portal 2 one, Stanley HD's design is a lot more original, and a lot of work has gone into designing the office and the world around it. Oh, and there is a broom closet too. Just there, a broom closet that you can stand in for ages.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?"
The entire game can be completed in 2 or so hours, but a game like the Stanley Parable is a game you'd want to play over and over again, just to find something you may have missed the first time. Oh, and there's Minecraft. Everyone loves Minecraft.
Yes, it's complete.
But be warned, this game will mess with your head, even more so than the original. In fact, the game may question your entire plane of reality, up to the point you question if you're even playing the game. The Stanley Parable costs about $12 to $15 on Steam, and while I would suggest buy it now, some of you may feel compelled to wait until it's on sale. And for all you real cheapskates out there, the original mod and the HD demo are available for free. All the mod needs is Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Now as for me, I'm gonna go check my mail. Again.